What is going on, my people? You know who it is that one, the only, never duplicated Solano of Peru, that Inca King, that S to the O. I had to think about that, slow reaction, haven't done it in a while. To my new subscribers, welcome to that S to the O fam. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new to this channel, I will gladly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If not, please leave that thumb up. It would really mean a lot, and I will appreciate it, and will let you know that YouTube, you like this type of content. Now today I have a special video for you. This one's really special. This is the reason it took me a long time to do this. Now this video is about my fragrance collection, the original 10. So these are the original fragrances I wore that molded me into being the one and only. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. By the way, these are in no particular order. At number 10, we have Gray Flannel, the EDT. You should know about this one. Woody, floral, powdery, kind of almost with some citrus notes in it that I get from it. It's all right. I'm not gonna say it is the best thing ever, but this was one of my fragrances, one of my most cheap fragrances that I had. I received it. I actually finished the whole bottle of it. It does bring a lot of nostalgia to me. I don't know, what could I say, me being a little young buck wearing this. So many memories with this, families, traditions, everything, parties going on, not knowing what, but I knew I smelled good. And Gray Flannel at number 10, at one point the one and only was basic. At number 9, we have Perilous EDT. You have some aquatics, some musk, some cardamom, some citrus, really nice fragrance. This one I had a 3.4. This one is the one you find in Marshalls. It's the 1.7, I believe, and this one did it for me. Again, everybody in my family had it. I had it. I guess you could say we all had our own certain fragrances, and this one was one of them. I was really thinking about it now. I really did have a lot of aquatics, some freshies fragrances with this, looking back at some of this collection, but this was one of them. Perilous at number 9, EDT. At number 8, we have Lacoste Booster. This one's a really nice minty, musky, fresh fragrance, perfect for those rainy days when it's raining. On those hot days, this one does remind me of a Colgate, of that toothpaste type of vibe that it gives you. This one also brings back memories of when my dad used to have cookouts for our church group. He had his own church group with his buddies, and he would used to give me money to take the cab. But when you're a young kid and you want to keep the money, keep the pocket change, and just do whatever you have to do, hustle basically to keep that money. So I used to walk to those events, and my dad used to get mad because anything could happen to you when you're walking. But luckily I made it there in one piece. Thank God. Lacoste Booster at number 8. At number 7, we have Polo Blue. This one right here, it's a really nice. You get some aquaticness, some spiciness, some aquaticness, fresh, perfect for those hot days again. Like I said, I used to wear a lot of freshies back in the day, and this one, the best memory that I have was being an oversprayer. I never thought I oversprayed till that one day when I was in high school, my junior year. I was sitting next to this cute girl, and I did smell good, but I drowned her out, so she switched seats with me, and I blew up my own game. So there you have it. Great day but I did smell good throughout the whole day. It was Projection Monster throughout the whole day, lasted me all day. Polo Blue, I did have the original bottle, but I sold it. This is in better hands now because I would have just kept it here and we're never done. But it did bring nostalgia. I want to thank Chris, the fragrance expert. If you're watching this, I hope you're okay, buddy. Can't wait to see you soon. But thank you for putting this in my sample pack when I bought a fragrance and you threw this all in there, basically sample pack, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for bringing back memories. I was looking all over this place, but I didn't know I had it. But thank you, Chris. This one, you brought so much nostalgicness to me with this one. Polo Blue at number 7. At number 6, we have Royal Richmond Leather. This one right here is kind of a fougere type of vibe sense with that leather, that lime, almost kind of a musky side with a kind of a booziness, if I'm not mistaken. This one right here was made in Peru. I don't know if they sell it, but $20 for this one, you can't go wrong. This is, I think, my 3rd bottle because I used to have so many bottles that when my family came before this COVID-19 epidemic happened, they brought this all the time, and my dad would ask it, and I would be like, you know what, I liked it. I took it from him and he gave it to me. He didn't mind it because he had so many, and he gave it to me. And this one just reminds me back when times were good, from going to my cousin's house, Christmas parties. You know, when you're Spanish or whatever race you are, basically you always get together at that one house, and it would always be my uncle's house, and I would used to wear this all the time for holidays, for parties, for any type of events. This would be. But if I were to describe this one, this is elegance in a bottle. If you get a chance, think if I remind, but I don't want to make this video too long. If you follow me on Instagram, I put the commercial in there in one of them, and you will see this is just a man, a very masculine man that's dressed to the nine, that's going on an elegant date with his woman is waiting for him. Really nice, dressed up with your suit and tie. This one, Royal Richmond, at number 6. At number 5, we have Serious Port Almond. This one right here is number 5. I was looking all over for it. I couldn't find it to make this one. This one took me this project almost took me over a year to track these down, but I don't regret it because it brought me back when I smelled these to certain memories in a time of my life and where I had these collection, and that's how I had the idea of doing this. But first time I smelled this since I had it was at Steven's house, at Red Adolescent's house, where this one brought memories. I didn't know which one it was, but when I found this on eBay, I found it for 13 bucks. So I had to pull the trigger, and not knowing that if this was this one, and luckily, by luck, I found this one. You get kind of like almost like a Terry Hermes vibe with it, but to me this one's way better. I like it for a price of the bang of your buck. You can't go wrong. 13 bucks, you can't go wrong. So much memories with this one. This was actually my first niche fragrance. If you don't know what this is, or if you tried it, let me know. If you haven't, Serious Port, number 5. If you tried it, if you tried any of this line, let me know. And what are your thoughts on it? I like it. So much nostalgic. This one was actually given to me by my dad. Most of these fragrances were given to me by my dad, and I liked it. I got so much compliments off of this, and my first kiss, everything was well deserved in this compliment with this fragrance. So much memories that I love each and every one of these fragrances. It just took me back in time. So at number 5, 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. At number 5, Serious Port at number 5. That's crazy. Number 5, number 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now we're getting ready to our top 4, and these are going to be bangers. Maybe yes or no to me, but to me they stand out, and these have more memorables than the lower 5s. But these are just really well blended fragrances. Let me just stop down there. At number 4, we have 1, 2, 3. At number 4, we have Givenchy Port Blue Label. This one right here is known as the bad boy of Givenchy's fragrance, because if you saw this one, if you saw its counterpart, this one was the gentleman-like, and this one was the bad boy. My dad had this one, and I had this one. He made me choose which one do you want, this one or this one, so I chose this one. And this one right here, I loved it when I saw the commercial for it, the bad boy. That was before first I had this, then I saw the commercial, just because thinking I was gonna make me a bad boy. But I had this, and I saw it. The guy was dressed with his black jacket, his white tee, kind of a Fonzie type of thing, and slick back hair, kind of like me, like I do. You know what I mean? Looking fly. And he was there, the bad boy. I thought I wanted to be a bad boy so bad growing up in high school, so I thought this would give me a little bit of an edge, but it didn't. The only thing I discovered, rejection, and never mind. Rejection. But overall, the memories did come on with this one. I did love enjoying walking to school wearing this one. This is actually my 3rd bottle. My first one was given to me by my dad. This one was given to me by my brother when he bought it for me for my birthday. And I have another one that my co-workers gave me that I was truly grateful, and it brought back so many memories. Some of the notes are in this: citrus, cardamom, and some lavender, that it gives you this nice, perfect for the summer type of thing, for the really heat. The only bad thing about this one, doesn't last long. It didn't blew up like it should have, but I thought it was a solid one, a masterpiece for Givenchy to drop this one off. Givenchy Blue Label at number 4. And number 3, we have Serious Rose by Givenchy, another Givenchy one. Givenchy has been in my collection for a long time. I have admired Givenchy, but that was when Givenchy was Givenchy, and they started dropping so many original fragrances. We're making in the game a statement, and this was one of them. Before they dropped flanker after flanker after flanker, this one is known as an Oriental. Is an Oriental, woody, fresh woody Oriental, and some of the notes are kumquat, cedar, fave, and tonka. This one's really nice. I like it. It's really gentlemanly. So many memories. I actually got my first kiss with this one. This one was really nice. It was just something like random, you know. My first kiss. Used to wear it all the time. One of my favorite fragrances. I remember wearing it all the time. No matter where I go, I would wear this one. This was my signature scent before I ran out of it, and I couldn't find it, and that was that. I had the box and everything, and I found it on eBay for 40 bucks. These two for 40 bucks, you can't go wrong with these one. I have so much juice here that it could last me a lifetime, and that was my number 3, Serious Rose by Givenchy. Now at number 2, it should be no surprise what these top 2 are going to be. If you don't know, you're about to find out, and it is not this one, and it is Givenchy. And my number 2 is Joop. This one is the original one. This is why it took me so long to do this fragrance, because I was trying to look at the original formulations for most of these. For this one right here, I had to get the original formulation. I loved it. Powderiness, you get some cinnamon, some vanilla, some heliotrope, some citrus. The heliotrope, what you don't know what heliotrope is, it's supposed to send signals to the brain of the person that is smelling it, and it's supposed to give you some type of attraction. That's what it is. I don't know if it works, but I did get compliments off of it, and I really love this fragrance. So many memories, dressed to the nines with this, at least what I thought was dressed to the nines. With my parents dressing me, you know, your parents never end up good when they're dressing you. You know what I'm talking about. You know, those that are you watching me. But this one, just so many memories. Like I said, another one. Compliments, everything. I fell in love with this fragrance. I loved it. I couldn't say no more. This was the best at the time, and so many memories. When I smelled it again, you know how I know the memories are really there and the fragrance does take you there. I gave a 1.7, the little one, to my co-worker, and I was like, oh, here, you want to smell this, because I know this used to be your favorite fragrance in high school. He smelled it and he was like, wow, it really took me back in time, and I smelled it back to high school. And he was like, I couldn't believe this is what I was wearing, because he smelled the new formulation. For all of those that don't know what is the difference, here's the new formulation bottle right here. Is nothing, it's just plain black. And here's the original formulation. Here's the difference. You got this little logo right here. It is the Joop logo, or whoever makes this one. I don't know the story behind this, who makes it, but there it is. Or it's a lit more detail in the front than this one. The reason I'm telling you guys, because I know some of you guys are going to ask me, oh, what is the difference between this one? How come your bottles look different? And I just explained why it is different. This one's the original formulation, not the ones that you find right now. This one's really nice. There's no tag. If you smell the original, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, number 2, Joop and number 2. And number 1, you already should know. You should say this one already. Say it with me. Cool Water by Davidoff. And that is that. And this is the original batch. This is a tester bottle. I found this for 30 bucks. This is called Balling on a Budget and Winning. The guy did not know what he had when he had this. And when I got it, my God, it took me back to when I first got it. Compliments with this one by the prettiest girl at the school I had. I used to go to a vocational school, and it gave me by compliment by one of the prettiest girls there. And, well, at least I thought she was pretty, but yeah. Like that, she was like, but then I asked her, as soon as I got older, I was like, damn, she knows what it is. Damn, I guess everybody's wearing it. But I didn't care. This one was the one that paved the way to me, the pinnacle of my fragrance career. David all by Coolwater. You know, it smells like green iris, green tweed, supposedly. But to me, no, it stands in its own aquatic. It has some tobacco, some sea notes, some citrus, some lavender, some really, really well blended fragrance that can be worn almost all season except for the dead winter. And this what it was. This was my signature scent. My brother, when I gave him a bottle, I had like 4 bottles of these, because that's the only fragrance I wanted at the time. Coolwater, Coolwater, Coolwater. And when I gave my brother a bottle, he was like, you sure you want to give me this? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm not going to wear it because I was entering the fragrance game and I was getting so many bottles. And I didn't know that they had different formulations. My brother was so happy when I gave it to him. He's like, wow, this is your signature scent. You're giving it to me. He felt some type of way. He loved it. And this is it. This is it. And if I could trade all my fragrances that I had right now, I will trade it. I will trade all of this for this. Maybe give a little tweaks here and there. But would be the solid, because it brings me so much memories, from heartbreaks to fights to first kisses to getting compliments to making so many stories, memories with this, and slash stories with these fragrances. I wouldn't change these for the world. As I was smelling these fragrances, tears brought back to me of certain events that happened with these fragrances. I wish I could remember them all. Some are personal and some I would share with you, but some I can't because they're really too personal. And maybe down the line I'll probably sell them as I do individual reviews for them. But I wouldn't change these for the world. All of these have paved the way and made a milestone of what I've become today. And what I have these, like I said, I'll trade them all for these. But I don't want to ramble on no more. Now it's time for the tag. I'm going to make this video a tag video. Here's who I want to tag. I want to tag Steven from Red Lessons. I want to give you a special thank you for giving me the name to this video. Thank you so much. You blessed me. When I was thinking about it, we were talking about it. I told you about this a year ago, of the video ideas I wanted to have. I wanted to call this something else, fragrances that take me back to the past, but this one was way better. That's who I want to tag, Steven from Red Lessons. My second one, I want to tag my good friend Joe from NYC Fragrances. Joe, you've been there for me since day one. I want to see what you have and what may paved your way to this one, your original 10. I also want to tag Fragrance Fanatic Steve. I want to see what you got. You're very passionate. I know. I want to, I just want to see what you got. And then the fourth one that I want to tag, it is Mo from Scented Engineer. You're always tagging me, so now it's my turn to tag you on something I've created. Hopefully you guys do this. I want to see what you guys got. What were your original 10? And pretty much that's it. And if you guys want to participate, I will read you down in the comments. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It will really mean a lot to get this growing. I hope you guys like this video. It was something different. But yeah, we all have a way. And if you want to do this video and you're not tagged, as me being the creator, go for it. Everybody's tagged. But whoever wants to do it, you don't have to be tagged. Just do it. But yeah, pretty much it. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, wear what you want, buy what you want. And I will definitely see you next time. And if I don't, it's probably because you're not subscribed. Remember, just because it's niche doesn't mean it's always good. And just because it's designer doesn't mean it's always bad. Peace out. I'm out of here. You know who it is. Nigga, king of this game.